Hello, this is Johnny Cycles with CyclesGaming.com, bringing you another edition of Dragons in Modern. Here we have two forests and a grazer. Alright. This is somewhat better, although we do have the lightning bolt, the besieger's good. We kind of want all of our cards, but given that we have the grazer, I think we're going to pitch the storm breath for now. The question is, do we get more value out of a commercial district or a stomping grounds here? I think we're going to just try to play. This is why we put the grazer in the deck, so let's try it out. Maybe we draw into Kiora here. That would be a good draw for us. The lightning bolt's nice, the besieger's nice. We have some, hopefully we won't get Thoughtseize, but that's what it looks like it's about to happen. Oh, Netherglyph, cool. Alright, so we will play that Stomping Ground, not pay the life, pass the turn. We can lightning bolt the Netherglyph if they want to do anything crazy. It's not, I mean, they can bring it back, but not for a while now. See if they have a way to fill their graveyard. So Netherglyph to me means graveyard shenanigans. However, it could also just mean now we have to wonder, what do we block, what do we kill? We will respond by lightning bolting the Netherglyph. It might not be the right answer. Maybe Dragon's Rage Channeler is actually the bigger threat. But for now, we're going to bolt the Netherglyph. See, now if this was a mana dork, I guess we wouldn't have 3 lands out. So we're still effectively having a mana dork. I mean, we really want a 3-drop or something to play, not... Oh. I mean, Glorybringer's great. Now we just want to draw lands. If we can just draw lands the rest of the game... No, not the rest of the game. We draw 1 more land, and then hit action the rest of the game. We really wanted to see... we really wanted to see something like Fable there, or Paul Patch Formation, or whatever it's called. Anything to cast, like Kiora, anything to cast that wasn't another Glorybringer. Now they're going to discard, so they're definitely a graveyard shenanigans deck. Good thing we got rid of that Netherglyph. Street Wraith, sure. Digging for land, maybe? Yeah, now we really just want to see land off the top, please. Land off the top, and we're off to the races. I think we can probably just F6 at this point. We really, really want a land, please. Now, deck, you've given us some lands, but we're due not to draw land. I mean, even a Questing Beast wouldn't be bad, but... Oh, Hollow One, okay. One of those types of decks. We don't want to draw like a Kiora, because then it just dies. We spend our turn casting Kiora. Land, please. I sometimes just am baffled by the way the Magic gods behave sometimes. I mean, we would have loved to have drawn a Kiora last turn, but not this Glorybringer. If this had been Kiora into Glorybringer, things would be different. But Glorybringer into Kiora, wow, what a nightmare. And it was just the exact card I said I didn't want to draw. I mean, it fogs for a turn, I guess, if they decide they want to kill it. If they decide to ignore it and put us on a 2-turn clock, then that's okay with us. Yeah, it's frustrating. I mean, the games of Magic turn on a dime, or decided on a razor's edge. Oh, now we have to discard. We got rid of Questing Beast. So we weren't going to be drawing a land at all. So it looks like they're just going to go ahead, and now we're looking at, we'll see what we draw. We're still like in Anger of the Gods away from not doing anything, actually. Oh, and discarding again. All right, so it's a pretty fun looking deck, actually, from our opponent. We found some lands. They're playing, yeah, really taking advantage of that. And they were able to kill our Kiora, and they have an army token that's a 7/7. So we'll just go ahead and concede. I'm not sure even, I mean, if we had a, let's see, what can we do about what they were just doing? It doesn't even look like they are much of a graveyard deck, to be honest. You never know. They clearly want to fill their graveyard, so let's exile their graveyard. Take out the Paw Patch formations. Anger seems pretty good. I mean, we had a mulligan and we had a pretty clunky draw, which is part of like just playing dragons in Modern. Sometimes you are really at the mercy of your deck. I mean, if we had drawn that Kiora into the Glorybringer, I'm not sure it would have mattered given what they ended up stringing together. Got a Fable. Take out one Kiora maybe. All right, well, that was cool. I like their deck. I mean, anything that I enjoy the free zone largely because you get to see all these cool decks. All right, we're gonna keep this. We got some ramp. We got the ley line. We got the anger. We got the commercial district. We'll go get a forest. I mean, you saw how quickly they got that orc army out of range of Anger of the Gods, though. So it's not like our anger is going to just wipe their board away of threats. Might get rid of most. No, they're going to, they'll talk to us, bro. All right. Maybe they're not even playing Thoughtseize. So what do we want? Our best draw now would be a Kiora. We would love to see a Kiora at this spot. Even Fable. A Fable would be good because we have a lot of lands. But we don't want to see another land. That is what we do not want to see. We are not. Oh man, it's just, we're gonna put it on top. It synergizes so nicely with our Utopia Sprawl. And we can next turn theoretically go Kiora and Anger if they just empty their hand with small threats, which kind of hoping they do, obviously. Kiora there again. Kiora and then into the mountain would have been fine. It looks like they're holding up Bowmasters. So we're really hoping that they don't. They're going to Bowmasters, I imagine, and let's hope they don't follow that up with a bunch of Burning Inquiries, because that's when we're going to be in trouble. Yeah, Bowmasters is a busted card. Yeah, kind of, and also I'm tempted to, every time I play against Bowmasters, and I've played Bowmasters in several decks, and it's as fun as it looks. So I'm always tempted, maybe I should try my Rakdos Dragons deck again and just make Rakdos mid-range with the payoff being Dragons. Unfortunately, that often ends in death because you're still a mid-range deck, and if your top end is Dragons and not something else, Netherglyph. All right, well, hopefully they don't follow up with Burning Inquiry or something. Inquiry. All right, well, we're going to Anger, and then we will just keep running out our lands, I guess. I mean, now we're all set up. So last game we had a clunky draw. This game we're just set up for any sort of top end threat right now. Just a dragon, please. Questing beast. Cycling. Oh. Heck. I mean, this makes me angry. So we have managed to. We drew a Kiora, which we saw off the commercial district, and otherwise it should have been chaining together lands. We got the Grazer. They've been desperate for lands. Really hiding behind this ley line, though. Oh my god. Okay. That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. At least, our opponent's not able to do anything. Bowmasters coming down. Then they can burn an inquiry and start pinging us. I mean, it's just very frustrating. You see the variance of Magic at play here. In game 1, mulligan to 6. Keep a clunky hand, draw dragons. This game, when we wanted lands, this game, we're just drawing all lands. So it happens, but man, it's frustrating when you just want to find a threat. At least we have some cards in hand. If they burn an inquiry us, we can detect this. What is this? When in, okay. I'm not sure if, I mean, this Passaggio, who are they attacking? Getting them a land, I'm not sure I really want to get that. Okay, kill that. We have the Anger of Gods we could draw, but, and they've been stuck on mana. Just not sure they need any more lands to function at this point. I mean, they're not, and having one more isn't going to be that big of a deal. So they got rid of the Fatal Push. Give us a dragon deck, please. Please. Probably a land. That's what I'm feeling. I feel like a land is coming. God. Oh, sometimes, you just gotta laugh, I guess. I mean, I don't get to play that much Magic these days. I get in a few games. Thoughtseize, sure, bro. Get a few games in here and there. I might be able to set aside 10 to 15 hours max to now that my kids are back in school, but I haven't had a chance to do that yet. But I may be able to do that this week and next week. But this is like my first game. My opponent like scooped the match in a frustrating way. So this is really my second match, and yeah, it's very frustrating to lose to variance. Very frustrating. I mean, the lightning bolt, fine. At this point, it's just sort of laughable that I mean, they could burn an inquiry or us and we're dead, but yeah, it's just laughable, that kind of should we get rid of this or should we get rid of that? This is the biggest threat. That's the greatest upside. See if they have another one. Probably do. I mean, they have 4 cards in hand, and they're pressuring us. We're on a 2-turn clock after this combat, and yeah, it's just it's frustrating when you play a little bit of Magic and you end up getting on the short side of variance during the little bit of games you get to play. Digging. So you see, I mean, they've not run out of cards, and that's good for them, right? But I mean, we theoretically have a setup where we can draw cards if we could just draw into one of our 4 powered creatures, which we play 12 of them. Anger, that would be good. Probably another land. I mean, it just they've Just all the, I mean, some part of me just doesn't want to post this because it's such miserable gameplay. But the other, in showing the deck, is just the other part of me wants to post it because this is what happens when you play Magic sometimes. And my opponent doesn't want to chat, so we'll put that into the graveyard. And for Johnny, or for CyclesGaming.com, this is Johnny Cycles. I'll catch y'all on the next one. Let's see if we're gonna draw anything at any point. There's a Fable. Wow. All right. Thanks for watching. This has been another edition of Dragons in Modern. I'm Johnny Cycles with CyclesGaming.com. If you haven't already, please be sure to check out my website where you can read about my various commander decks, watch the gameplay from all of my modern brews, and read my science fiction fantasy novel, The Podkind, that I'm publishing serially. And if you like my content, please be sure to click that subscribe button over there on YouTube. Everybody counts. As always, thanks for watching. I'll catch y'all on the next one.